improv class, formerly known as the Junior Jazz Combo, formerly known as the Blues Ensemble. So I might just change it again next year for fun. I kind of like this little role. We'll see what happens. This is our class where we study improvisation from A to Z, and we get through as much as we can in the year. So some of these students are improvising for the very first time, other students are refining their skills. We've got a good little mix. We've got 2 songs for you. We're going to begin with a Miles Davis classic, So What? And we're going to hear improvised solos from Derek on the vibraphone, Myron on the tenor saxophone, Jake on the guitar, Jeremy on the trombone, Noah on the bass, and Chris on the drum set. Here's So What? that was sort of our gateway into the mode system of improvisation, where we learned one particular mode, the Dorian mode, that they used to improvise in 2 different keys over the entire song. And that opened up the door for this next tune, which is called Tune Up, another Miles Davis tune, but a much more sophisticated harmonic progression that cycles through several different keys along the way, as opposed to just 1 or 2 scales like they did in this tune. So it's much more difficult, but we got through it and they did really well with it. We're going to feature on Tune Up today Morgan on the piano, Chris switching over to the vibraphone, Joe on flute, Nick on guitar, and Derek flipping over to the drum set. So we hope you enjoy Miles Davis Tune Up. class, even sometimes in the big band. And we do have two middle schoolers with us this evening. We have Jeremy on the trombone and Jake on the guitar. So we're going to take a brief intermission and get set up for the big band. A couple of reminders. We do have CDs and DVDs that some people pre-ordered from the winter concert. They're available for you to pick up. We also have CDs and DVDs from past concerts for sale up there. Help yourself. There's a donation drum up there, all of our programs. The Music Boosters have a place to sign up and become a part of that organization. And of course, the free food way down at the end of the cafeteria, I'm sure you are all very aware of. We'll see you in a few brief moments. Thanks. Our first tune, we're off and running, but tonight I wanted to introduce this first tune because this first tune is special. I think the programs in general, however, every once in a while, they kind of get a petition thing going and they're like, we have to do a certain song, and they get obsessed with it and they send me recordings of it and I say, if you can find an appropriate arrangement of the song that we can play, it's at our level, then I will do the song. So they went back and forth with a couple different ones, and then Scott Eichel, our baritone saxophone player, said, we're doing Charles Mingus Moanin'. That's it. We're doing it. I'm not going to do anything until I find you a version that you think is going to work. So I said, all right, go for it, man. Let's see what happens, right? He couldn't find one. He came close. This one is really hard. But I said, you know what? You put in a lot of effort to get this tune for us. We're going to go for it. All right. So this is by far one of the hardest tunes we've ever tried to play in this ensemble. But it was a lot of fun to put together, and it's going to be a lot of fun to listen to and a lot of fun to play. So this is Charles Mingus Moanin', not Bobby Timmons Moanin' that we heard the middle schoolers perform last week or 2 weeks ago, whenever that was in their concert. This is a different tune, same title. So we're going to hear improvised solos from Noah Melanson on the alto saxophone, Aaron Johns on the guitar, Cooper Slack on the trumpet, and Joe Winslow on the flute. This is Moanin'. Look out. tricky stuff for us to work on. That was great. So again, we heard from Noah Melanson, Aaron Johns, Cooper Slack, and Joe Winslow. One more hand for those guys. Speaking of features, I can't tell you how long I've waited to have a full trombone section. And now that these guys have had a lot of time to play together and start to gel as a section, I thought it was a perfect time to introduce a trombone feature or two, which is what we're going to do today. So we're going to start, our first trombone feature is the classic How High the Moon. And we have three trombonists who are going to be soloing in that tune. We've got Leo Bialy on trombone, Seth Melanson, and Nicola Ilardo taking a solo on trombone. So we hope you enjoy. This is How High the Moon. All right, we're going to continue on now with a Quincy Jones arrangement of I Left My Heart in San Francisco. Great tune. I played this tune on a number of occasions back in school and really enjoyed playing it. It's got such a mellow vibe, lots of stuff going on, really creamy textures. It's really tasty. We're going to hear from Josh Schultz on the bass. Represent, Josh, all right. We're going to hear from Leo Bialy again on the trombone, Noah Melanson again on the trombone, and Joe Winslow again on the flute. said Seth instead of Noah. Did I say that? Did I mess that up? All right, so Noah on trombone. That's clearly not right. Noah on saxophone. Thank you. Our second trombone feature of the night, Just Friends, another good standard. And we're going to hear from Leo and Seth. I got it right this time. On the trombone in Just Friends. Here we are.
All right, so before we play the last tune of our set, before we bring in the middle schoolers for our finale, this portion of the concert, So many people to thank. I do hope you take time to read the thank yous in the program so that you can catch everybody's name. But of course, to transform this cafeteria into the lovely cabaret that we have tonight, we always have a fantastic team of decorators. And again, for this concert, chaired by Audrey Tarr and Kathleen Sullivan. Let's give them a big round of applause. Again, if you haven't had a chance yet, stop by that front table. You should see the smiles on my two boys' faces over there right now. Like, Daddy's gonna bring that home? Oh, man. Thank you guys, I appreciate it. What's that?
Happy 30th birthday.
Thank you, Stevie. Yes, absolutely. I'll take that one. I'll take that one. All right, if you haven't stopped by that front table, make sure you do pick up your CDs and DVDs that you've ordered. Place an order for tonight's concert that you can pick up in December, and all sorts of great stuff. The Music Boosters, we do hope that you get involved with them on some level going forward, because it's going to be a fantastic organization raising money for our department and pushing things forward. We are going to close our portion with Wiggle Waggle. There's some great alliteration going in the program order tonight. It's buried a little bit. It's hard to find, but Moanin', Room, Frisco, Friends, Wiggle Waggle. Am I the only one that thinks that's funny? A couple people? All right. NPR humor, we'll come back to that, I promise. So Wiggle Waggle, we're going to hear from several soloists. Joe Winslow again on the flute, Noah Melanson on the trombone, Aaron Johns again on the guitar, Leo Bieli on the trombone, Stephen Ferrara on the trumpet, Seth Melanson on the trombone, and Scott Eichel on the baritone saxophone. Here's Wiggle Waggle. schoolers, if you're in the rhythm section, come on over. Get plugged in, get situated, make sure everything's working. Okay, we're going to do some senior awards right now. It's that time, our spring concert. So, we only have 4 seniors this year, which is a stark contrast to last year where we had so many I couldn't fit them on one page, right? But it's never a happy moment to lose our seniors. They worked so hard. Some of these guys I've seen or worked with directly since 4th grade. So that's a long time to get to know each other and to watch these kids grow and mature as musicians and as people. It's a really fantastic process, and it's definitely one of the best things about my job, being throughout the district and not just in one building or one grade level, is to see everybody just grow up into the people that they eventually become in high school. So it's a really fantastic process. We're going to start tonight with Aaron Johns. Come on up here. So Erin obviously is a guitar player. She's also one of our, is there any section leader? Our section leader. Okay, so our woodwind and flute section leader in the concert band. And she's been doing a fantastic job in all regards. She takes less nonsense than I do, which is really saying a lot. So she's been fantastic to keep this, wiggle waggle bunch in line for me. So that's been really fantastic, and she's grown tremendously, both on the flute and on the guitar, where I've been working with her more specifically over the last 4 or more years. So you all know, you've been around for a little while, I like to give a CD to all the graduating seniors, and if you remember years ago, I would have an actual CD in my hand to give to them, and that was cool. And then, okay, well, so CDs aren't hip anymore. I guess we're going to do electronic. We're going to get an iTunes gift certificate and whatever, and print it out, and I bring that and say, well, all right, well, this isn't quite as cool, but here you go. This is great. Take it. So this week, when I'm going through the process of getting the CDs and I hop on iTunes to print out my little gift cards, they don't do that anymore. They don't even do that anymore. There's nothing. I don't have anything to give them. They're going to get it in an email tomorrow. All I can do is set the date. Okay, deliver the email on Saturday the 16th. I guess that'll be, woo! Yeah, it's really exciting. It's a thrill to wake up the day after Cafe Jazz and go right to the email and find your gift. So if you check your email tomorrow, I don't know. What is on the contact sheet. I'll show you later. And that was another problem I knew. It's like these guys change their email addresses every couple of days, so they keep up with them. I can change the email address, so if I have an outdated one, we can fix that, no worries. So anyway, in choosing Aaron's album, it's always a question whether everybody needs to go with something classic or to go with something modern and how to do all that. But I really wanted to go classic for Aaron. We've been talking a lot about feel and melody and all of these things when we're soloing, and there's nobody better to demonstrate that and what it means to really truly be part of the fantastic rhythm section of Wes Montgomery. So we're going to give her Wes Montgomery with the Wynton Kelly Trio, Smoking at the Half Note. It's a fantastic album, really swing, and we welcome you to enjoy it. Stephen Ferrara on the trumpets. Do you guys know Stephen well? He's understated. He's cool, he's casual, he's relaxed. He gets him too fired up, he gets him too revved up. But underneath that, he's by far one of the most enthusiastic and passionate jazz musicians that we've had in the program anytime recently. Any event that we have, and I'm talking back to when he was, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, whenever, any event that we've had, he's been there. He takes the bus to Berkeley, he goes to the Ad Shell, he comes to the clinics, he goes to the workshops, he does all that stuff, and he just absorbs. He sits there quietly, and he's listening, and he's paying attention, and he's applying it, he's working hard on his trumpet, and he's shown remarkable progress over the last few years, but especially this past year he's been in the combo, which he's been looking forward to for a very long time. So we were really thrilled to bring him into the group and make him part of this ensemble for the year. So we've been really thrilled with all of his work. And again, we've been really stressing, in the combo specifically, but everywhere, vocabulary, melody, groove, really playing inside of the pocket. And again, with the choice between classic and modern, I went classic. Nobody really demonstrates melody and just fattest quarter notes you can imagine inside the groove than Harry Sweets Edison on trumpet. So I got him Ben Webster and Harry Sweets Edison. It's called Ben and Sweets for Stephen. He's really going to enjoy it. Noah Melanson on the alto saxophone. So as I said, it's never an enjoyable moment to see a senior go, but I've been looking forward to telling this story for longer than you can imagine. Noah's one of those kids that I've known and worked with directly since 4th grade, back at the Donahue School, right? So I don't know if this was 5th grade or 6th grade. I was really trying to figure it out. But anyway, we're in a class saxophone lesson. Right, Noah's a little late. It's a bunch of girls in the class. And you can picture a bunch of 5th or 6th grade girls, and you know. So I'm in there, we're getting ready for the lesson, and the question they had for me was, what's your favorite radio station? I'm like, really, honestly, I don't really listen to the radio. If I do anything, it's going to be like public radio, you know, BUR, WBH, whatever, GBH, and he said, I like, you know, Kiss 108, and I like whatever, and they just rattled off all these radio stations. Completely unbeknownst to Noah, he was in the hallways. Enters right at the end of this conversation, and as soon as he walks in, I'm like, what's your favorite radio station? He's like, I only listen to NPR. That was the moment I knew Noah and I were going to get on. So, yeah, sure. Yeah. I think we had spoken of that a little while ago, so maybe it was, yeah, I might have given it away. So anyway, Noah's been a pleasure to have in the program for a very long time, and he's worked really hard, and he's been in all of the different groups over the years and demonstrated a true passion for the music and a dedication to working hard and doing what it takes to be a jazz musician. And he's been a fantastic leader this senior year among the ensembles, even getting to play in the big band, which at first he didn't want to do this year, but I made him, and he actually had fun, and he did a great job. And we've really been pleased with everything that Noah's done. Again, I'm kind of in a rut tonight. I went classic because we've been talking so much about melody, groove, and vocabulary, and all that stuff. So again, nobody better old school Benny Carter going all the way back on alto saxophone. This is Benny Carter with the Oscar Peterson Trio, which is a fantastic album, really swinging, and it's going to give Noah lots of inspiration. And here's why I went old school with Noah specifically. He tends to go so far in the other extreme. I go, hey guys, what tunes you want to work on this semester? Come in with a list. He comes in with guys I've never heard of. And he's like, well, what about this? And he comes in and it's like... So I thought, you know, like the rubber band sort of thing. If you've ever seen, this is going to be really sad, but has anybody seen the Peabody and Mr. Sherman movie? The cartoon, the recreation of the original Rocky Bullwinkle. So my boys love that movie. We watch that movie a lot. And at the end of the movie, not to give it away, but I'm going to do that if you haven't seen it, they're in this time capsule and everything's going backwards in time. It's really a problem. So they go forwards in time to snap everything back into place. And that's what I'm doing with Noah. I'm taking this and I'm giving him this so that we can get him right back into the middle. So, little Benny Carter with Oscar Peterson for Noah Melanson. And finally, our last singer tonight is Cooper Slack on the piano and the drums. So Cooper is one of those, I'm going to switch instruments at the very last moment, and you're going to deal with it. Sophomore year, towards the end of the year, he went from, you know, a budding trumpet superstar to, yeah, so I'm not really so passionate about that trumpet anymore. I think I want to play piano. I've never played piano. Oh yeah, no, I've been taking lessons for a long time, so that's relief number one. And we battled sort of for the year, like, where do you really want to focus your time? You couldn't figure it out. And then finally, like, I worked with him on piano. I said, ooh, there's something there that I want to hear more about. So why don't we focus on piano for a time? Let's see how it goes. Let's see where it gets us. and then we'll make a decision together. He's like, cool. And so we worked together on piano, and he was just like jumping with his progress on piano, just jumping. You have no idea how much progress in such a short period of time that he was making on piano. So the decision was easy. Solo piano. Thankfully, as you can see, he's still playing his trumpet marvelously and joining us in the large ensemble, which has been fantastic. So with Cooper, he's going to Bard College next year. His brother goes to Bard College, and a former student, Josh Torvey, all have been combo members is at Bard College right now. Do any of those three people have anything in common other than former members of the Jazz Combo who now attend Bard College? Anybody know? Maybe an extra credits? They've all been the recipients of the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, which is Cooper for this year. Let's give it up for Cooper. Shown absolute passion for the music, and he's mentored the younger kids to a great extent, and we're really, really happy with all that he's done for us. And we've been talking about an album for a little while, though I haven't pushed him to really get it, so I accidentally brought it up again on Wednesday and quickly said, don't worry about it until after the concert. Don't worry about it. We'll come back to it. So this is a great Bill Evans album called Conversations with Myself, where he overdubbed himself playing. So it's really fantastic, just solo piano with four hands, essentially. It's a marvelous album, Conversations with Myself, that Cooper's going to get a lot from for a very, very long time to come. So Cooper Slack, Louis Armstrong Jazz Award, and Bill Evans' Conversations with Myself.
The tradition that I have no idea when it started. We seniors are going to give Mr. Schumacher a gift to show our appreciation for constant inspiration he has given us. I believe the gift is somewhere in the audience. Thank you.
Can't wait to open it on the birthday. I don't get a lot of presents anymore. It'll be really great. 31-year-olds don't get a lot of presents. Capitalize on that. Thank you very much. All right, middle schoolers, let's stand up. Let's play Stretch is the Blink Floyd. This is our tradition. We're going to close out the big portion of the set with something funky, something fun. This is Herbie Hancock's Chameleon, and we're going to hear from so many different soloists. I hope you enjoy Chameleon. Afterwards, we're going to take a brief intermission and be back with the Jazz Combo and our very special guest artist, Rusty Scott from Boston, pianist and B3 organist. So you do not want to miss that. So I think way back we had, not sets, maybe a subset, I lose track, but we have had a great year because having such a large front line opens up possibilities for the arrangements that we transcribe and the work that we can do melodically and harmonically on the melody. So it's been really fantastic to have this large group. We have a very special guest with us tonight. Fixture on the Boston jazz scene for a number of years, Rusty Scott, pianist and E3 organist. He's played with some pretty big names, including Billy Pierce, tenor saxophone player, and Yaron Israel. And he's been here all day conducting clinics for all of the middle school and high school students, and doing some specific work with our pianists and our guitarists a little later, and then working with this group, the Jazz Combo, in a clinic workshop format to get prepared for tonight's concert. We're going to hear a lot from Rusty tonight, and we're very, very excited to have him here. We thank him most graciously for being here tonight. So this is the Jazz Combo. Yeah, give it up. Rusty, did you bring any CDs? No? Okay. Well, you can go to his website and you can hear his music and get some of his music. And if you look out, he's in the area on occasion in Newburyport, so you can go check him out and get a chance to hear him, or if you're down in the city, of course, check that out as well. So, here's the Jazz Combo. We've got 3 seniors. They've all got wonderful things to say about the songs they're going to play tonight. So I will let them have at it. Enjoy the show.
So this first tune is one of 2, I guess you could say, operatic tunes that we're playing today, because it's one of 2 tunes that we're playing that was originally from an opera, and I get to introduce both of them, which is fun. So this tune is from an opera called Porgy and Bess, and it's by the weird assistant composer George Gershwin. And in the opera, it's sort of sung by this character who's sort of skeptical about things in the Bible, and he just doesn't really take things at face value, and that's why it's called It Ain't Necessarily So. And we're playing the Meet the Jazz Tet version, which is actually perfectly outfitted for the ensemble we have here, so that's why we picked it. But just take it away. It ain't necessarily so. So this one is from an opera called the Three Penny Opera, written by a German guy named Bertolt Brecht. And so the original name of this tune is, I'm not going to try the German, but it was called The Ballad of Mac the Knife. And you probably know it better as just Mac the Knife, when it kind of turned into a jazz standard. And then a guy, Sonny Rollins, in 1959 recorded this tune. He actually referred to it as the German word for ballad, which is Moritat. So we're going to play basically almost exactly Sonny Rollins' arrangement for this tune, and we are also going to call it Moritat. So let's see.
Crescent. It's a fantastic album. I would highly recommend it to anybody and everybody. It immediately preceded the iconic album, The Love Supreme, which is one of the greatest jazz albums of all time. I would even more highly recommend that one. But so while I was trying to research facts about this tune, I couldn't figure out who Lonnie was. I guess I don't know who Lonnie is what I perhaps said. But it's a really fun tune. It's the head is in rubato, so the time is a little bit indefinite. So that was something new for us. We struggled with it a little bit, but it's a lot of fun to play. The solo section, it's a modal tune. It's entirely open minor sound, so you'll hear us do some pretty interesting things with that melody. So thank you very much. This is the last one.
Okay, so the next song we're gonna do is a Freddie Hubbard song called Up Jump Spring. I don't have as much to say about it as Noah Cooper, but it was originally off the album Backlash, and then he played it with this little-known drummer, Art Blakey. That's a joke. Very famous. So that's off the album Three Blind Mice. So that's pretty much the version we're doing today. And so, here we go. Okay, so the last song of the night, and Cooper knowing my last song, Cafe Jazz. Is Mox Nix. It's another song off the Meet the Jazz Tet album that It Ain't Necessarily So is from. It's Art Farmer wrote this one. And Meet the Jazz Tet was the first album that the Jazz Tet were together. They were sextet, we're an octet, but the instrumentation works out pretty good.
Lawrence on the bass. Colin Tom on the drum. And of course, our very special guest, Rusty Scott on the piano.